What is going on, guys? Welcome back to another build video. This build video is my latest Necromancer build that I've been working on for a while. It's the Necros Vengeance. Super tanky, and it's got really good burst as well. Massive resistances, loads of pets to absorb all the damage, lots of fun to play. So let's get straight into it. So we'll get into the sets first. The first set we're running is the Rallying Cry. I've got a two-handed maul with a weapon damage enchantment sharpened. On the other bar, we've got the Bow of Ethereal Ascension in defending with an absorbed stamina enchant. This set just gives you a ton of armor at the cost of some of the increase to your basic abilities like block, sprint and dodge and break free. But we have a CP that's going to mitigate some of that as well, so it's not a massive issue. We're running the bow on the back bar to give us the major expedition because we are running this Sea Serpents which does snare. I've also got the Engine Guardian on, which will give you resource return, but it's also to absorb any sort of incoming attacks like leaps and stuff. So we've got Heavy Head Impenetrable Tri-Stat. We've got the Cuirass of the Trainee one piece, Impenetrable Tri-Stat Heavy. Shoulders are Light Impenetrable Tri-Stat. Rallying Cry Sash, Light Impenetrable Tri-Stat. We've got the Medium Braces of Ethereal Ascension, Impenetrable Tri-Stat. And we've got the Greaves of Ethereal Ascension, Reinforced Tri-Stat, Heavy. And Heavy Feet, Ethereal Ascension, Tri-Stat with Impenetrable. Running the Sea Serpents Coil in Triune with Magicka Recovery. And 2 Rallying Cry, both Triune, 1 Magicka Recovery and 1 weapon and spell damage. So the skills we're using, this is the defensive back bar. We've got the Spirit Guardian. It's going to absorb some of the damage you take and it's going to heal you as well. We've got Summoner's Armour for our major and minor resolve. This is also going to give you a reduced cost as well to some of your abilities. Got Revealing Flare for our major protection. We've got Resolving Vigour for a heal over time and Resistant Flesh for our burst heal. Temporal Guard for our minor protection. On the front bar we've got the Blighted Blast Bones. Got Wrecking Blow for major berserk. Blood for Blood for our execute. Skeletal Arcanist for our source of major brutality and sorcery. It's also going to summon a mage as well. It's going to deal some shock damage as well. And Mystic Siphon, which is going to give us our major prophecy and savagery. You're also going to gain recoveries as well and also a damage done bonus. And we've got Berserker Rage. It's going to deal some really good damage and also going to give you really high resistances, spell and physical. And you're going to be immune to disabling effects for the duration. So make sure you have all your passives in your 3 class lines. All your passives in two-handed and bow. I'm still missing a few. All your passives in light, medium and heavy. We are running Vampire Stage 4. This is going to reduce the cost of sprint by 50%. All your passives in Undaunted if you can, and Sigic line. Assault and Support line. I'm running High Elf as well, as we do want the damage, but any race will do. You could also run a Sustain race, really any race, and just alter the Munder's Stone to your needs. We've got Medicinal Use on the Alchemy line. So we've got 20 points into Magicka, 14 into Health and 30 into Stamina. Running the Jewels of Misrule or Smoke Bear Haunch. Running the Serpent Mundus. And again the Vampire Stage 4. So we'll just quickly buff up. As you can see, got 44 resistances, but it will go a lot higher than that with the Rallying Cry proccing. Critical resistances are crazy. The penetration is around the 14k mark. The Magicka recoveries are fairly decent. They will be around 2k Magicka recovery, nearly 19k stamina recovery. The health is around 34k. Magicka's around 22k and stamina 20k. I was having some issues with the stamina sustain on this build because originally I had Executioner and the Rally, so they were both stamina based. So I've changed to the Skeletal Arcanist, which is Magicka based, and the Blood for Blood is health cost. So just to reduce the amount of stamina abilities we're using, and I found it's worked a lot better. Like I said, in total you'll have about 4 pets summoned. I'll just quickly do the champion points as well. So Fighting Finesse, Resilience, Duelist Rebuff and Untamed Aggression. The Red CP, Sustained by Suffering, Pain's Refuge, Celerity for the movement speed because you will be snared by the Sea Serpents, but the bow will grant you the Major Expedition as well to help you alleviate some of that. And we've got Survival Instincts, which is going to take some of the cost reduction to our basic abilities like Roll, Dodge and Block. So this is going to help out with the Ethereal Ascension set because it does obviously have a negative effect, and this will sort of knock a little bit of it off to make it a little bit better. So how to play the build, let's just show you the pets. There's 2 pets there, all 4 pets. So it's just a crazy pet build essentially. It's super tanky. So again, how you play it, you just want to buff up your back bar. You don't need to press the Blinding Flare, as that's just a passive. Make sure you have your Skeletal Mage up and the Siphon when you've got a corpse on the floor and you just want to go into Blast Bones and just spam your Wrecking Blow. When they're low on health, do the Blood for Blood. Just keep up that Blast Bones and hit them with the ultimate. It's going to keep you going because it's going to push your resistances even higher into the 50k range. And just maintain your back bars. Even though the Magicka and stamina bars are not that big, the recoveries are really good on this build. And you will be able to take an absolute ton of pressure and damage. Players are going to get confused by the amount of pets around you as well. 2 of them will absorb damage and the other 2 will. I don't think the Mage does, or obviously the Blast Bones might absorb some, but the other 2 are sort of more for soaking up damage and giving you some health and recoveries, returning some of your bars. But it's a real fun build to play. You can really take some punishment and just keep going with the pressure. The weapon damage is touching around the 6k with continuous. It's probably around just touching over 5.2k without continuous. I said the penetration is around the 14-15k range, and I said but the resistances is where it really shines. You've got the minor protection, major protection, and the pets on top of it are going to be soaking up damage for you. Really fun build. Very difficult to get Necromancer into a good position, but this is certainly a very powerful build if utilised correctly. Like I said, it's got that burst. You just need to line it up correctly, and when you hit the ultimate you can really keep going because you'll be immune to immobilizations, and that is your time to really put that pressure on. So I hope you enjoy the build, guys. Drop the video a like, subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Stay tuned for some of the game clips, and I will see you in the next video.